Hello and welcome to Two Pompey Pricks with me, Chris James.
And me, Darren Merritt.
Today we're talking all things fashion. Darren, what do you know about fashion, mate?
Probably almost as much as you do, Chris.
Oh, well, we can't argue that. We can't argue that. So, what do you think about fashion in Southsea with guys our age at the moment? When you walk around the streets, what do you kind of see?
Mate, it's a bit lame duck, isn't it? It's everyone's wearing the same. Everyone's there wearing the same sort of stuff. I've always tried to go out. I've always been out like in a blazer or something or a shirt. Um, it's just if you look your best, you get treated differently when you're out. You get attention.
I suppose it's how people perceive looking your best.
Yeah. I mean, what would you say? The man of 1,000 shirts. What would you say about looking your best? What is your best?
What I'd say about men's fashion at the moment, I'd say it's safe. People
Right.
dress really safely. They come out in cream shirts and nice little black t-shirts that make them look slimmer. You know, they're safe, they're boring. And you just look around and you just see no personalities at all, just a load of drones.
I,
And,
I,
and
I don't think I've got a black t-shirt, to be honest.
I think I've got one black t-shirt that says Huel on it, and it's a free gift in a little box. No, I'm just disappointed because, when I was a young lad, we all dressed up. We all made an effort. I mean, I'm an old git. We come from the age of the
Agreed.
new romantics, and I was always a new romantic.
Spandau Ballet. All that.
Spandau Ballet. It used to be my nickname for a bit, Spandau Ballet, because I wore kind of flamboyant shirts.
All right.
But, I look back and I dress like I dress because of my past. Growing up in the new romantics, everyone really looked after themselves. And, the two of us still make an effort.
Yeah.
And I draw on the sort of bands like Duran Duran, Japan, and that era. What sort of influences you?
Mate, as long as it fits me
As long as it fits you.
and I've got it for a reasonable price or even for free, then I'm down with that.
That's cool. That's cool. I get that.
I'm into trying to match. So if I do wear a blazer, I'll try and match the shirt at least. But in the summer, summer's a little bit more difficult to wear a blazer, of course. But try and make up for it with other colourful shit to wear. Just try and bring a little light into somebody else's life.
Because we do. We both like to make an effort.
Yeah.
We both like to stand out in the crowd.
Sure.
It's be colourful. Be kind of if it's the summertime, wear summer style shirts. And I don't mean short sleeves. I mean this shirt, for example, it's got oranges and lemons on it. It's for the time of year. So I dress a bit seasonally. Just that little thing. We'll see later when we do our fashion show of another idea of a seasonal kind of dress. Now, we really do make an effort when we go out. We wear nice shirts, and but I guess other people think they really make an effort.
Yeah,
But
that is one of the beauties of fashion. Is it is beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
in the beer holder,
Beer holder.
but we're drinking cider, mate, today. Is that why you can't say it?
Mate, it's all for me. It's about individuality and not bound to everything else. It's better to be a shepherd than a sheep.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. And we both got a distinct style. And right, let's do the elephant in the elephant in the room, shall we? I mean, Rolf Harris would be proud of this little number, wouldn't he?
Mate,
He'd be playing his didgeridoo in that.
I'll tell you what, without doing much in the way of advertising, all right?
Yeah.
Without doing much in the way of advertising, last summer I popped into the one-legged jockey on Mile in the Road. First time I'd ever been in there, and this tank top was just staring at me the moment I walked in. It was 20 quid. I would say that was an absolute bargain, and it's proper wool. it's you know, to be fair, it's cool in the summer, it's warm in the winter. But to be honest, it's a tad on the small side.
It's dead on
And I
sauce.
can't really wear a shirt under it, so it is. Although it's made of wool, it is a summer vest, you know, and it's not a Christmas jumper. You know you are, Tom.
As you said, it's a Christmas jumper. Yeah, what can you say? I'll tell you what we'll do now is, you know, here's us talking about fashion. Why don't we have a look at some of the clothes we wear and we'll talk to them, talk about why we like them. Well, here's my first outfit. And as I said before, I like kind of seasonal clothes. And I don't think there's any more seasonal than sunflowers. So I really like this shirt, even though I got it from Temu, but don't tell anyone. I just like the colour, the fit. I just think it's a really lovely shirt. What do you think, Darren?
There's definitely a touch of the new romantic in there, and I think that the sunflowers are a nice touch. Well, the bloke who gave me this suit tells me that it's £800 worth of suit, and unfortunately, I don't do it any justice. It's a new look for me. No shirt. Thought I'd go thingy. You know, as the rules states, shirts must be worn at all times. As long as I don't take the jacket off, I'm doing a good job. And with this, I have my trademark dragon brooch and my accessory flip flops.
Yeah, I like the flip flops. I know it sounds corny. It's a kind of almost like a Versace model look, you know. And the shirt. I mean, it shows you, you know, you've got some confidence in there, really. And it really does shine out when you go into places. People really do notice you in this suit.
Yeah.
I think it looks really good on you.
Well, it's your shirt, it's your suit.
So this second one, I'm really into buying clothes that no one else wears. So what?
No shit.
No shit. So I look abroad, you know, I like Desigual in Spain, and over in America, they got a company called Tommy Bahama, and they only do Hawaiian shirts, and no one else in England seems to wear them. So I really like Tommy Bahamas, and this is an example of a Tommy Bahama. Lots of flowers, nice colour shirt, good fit, made of silk. What do you think, Darren?
Well, surprisingly, this is actually a shirt that I would wear. I think the pastel shades are better than the bright striking
Sunflowers.
sunflowers. Now this one, this suit I always thought was blue, and as you know, I'm originally from Aldershot, and we had at one point we did have a designer fashion shop in Aldershot. I mean, it didn't work out, and they had a massive sale, and I managed to pick this one up proper cheap about 30 odd years ago. It still fits. I honestly thought it was blue, but I've been told it's more of a teal, and I think the pink goes well with it. Again, you know, a summer thing, but yeah, flip flops with a suit. Why not?
Yeah, I like this suit. When I first met you, you wore this suit, and I think with the pink, with the teal, with the beard, I think you really stood out from everyone there. I thought, you know, this guy I want to talk to, get to know him. He looks a bit different, you know.
Mate, I feel so bad. I've ripped the piss out of you on your outfit.
So that's sex on legs, mate.
Oh,
mate. So I was playing around with AI, and it put me in a white suit, and I thought, do you know what? I've got a Don Johnson. I've got a Miami Vice it. I've got a Miami Vice it. So I went on eBay and bought this suit. And what? It's not that bad.
Miami something, mate. Miami something, all right. Blimey.
Mate, I had to get a bit of punk with it, so I had to get, you know, the leopard skin shirt.
The man from Del Monte, he say no.
So this is a no for you then, mate.
Mate, I would wear the jacket, I wear the blazer with a nice bit of light denim.
Light denim?
Well, you know, a bit of jeanage, you know, and the leopard print shirt, mate. That's all you.
Right, we'll go with that one then.
Now, mate, this is new to me, and I've run it by you before about the string vest and the handkerchief hat. It's a classic look. Obviously, the shorts aren't so classic, but yeah, it's something that I've not worn out, but I think I might. The blue toweling cagoule is definitely something that was my bargain of the summer last year. Got it from Millets. Done the job. Don't have to take any towels or anything like that and wear it to the thing. I mean, I've worn this out to the pub, mate. I don't care.
Mate, you wore this out to the fits. I'll never forget the night. I think you're hanging as well a bit. And the landlady came up to me and said, "Is he wearing anything under that?" I said, "How do I know, for God's sake?" And she watched you like a hawk, mate. It was so funny. Personally, I thought it was bloody awful. A string vest, what are you doing, mate? It's something like out of Benny Hill. And the handkerchief, fucking hell. God. But to be fair, I know your favourite karaoke is Benny Hill. What song do you always do?
It's Ernie, fastest milkman in the West.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, it's so Ernie. Okay, so I also really like colourful shirts, you know, distinctive shirts. And one of my favourite clothes makers is Claudio Lugli.
Bless you.
And this shirt here is the butterfly shirt. I just love it. And people always comment on it when I wear it out. What do you think?
Well, it is one of your more subtle efforts. It's not as bright. There's too much going on. It's not for me.
Oh, God, dear.
This for me is a classic look. The granddad shirt, the Elvis sunglasses is got to be done, and you know, predominantly, I think the most striking thing about this particular outfit is the choice of long white socks with sandals. What do you think about socks with sandals, Chris?
I think you're having a bubble bath. What do you look like, mate? You look like man at C&A or something. Some closed down shopping line from the 70s. No. Now, I must admit, I was influenced by the Peaky Blinder kind of waistcoat look. And I like a nice waistcoat to go with my shoes. As you can see, the shoes and the waistcoat go. And a nice patterned shirt. This one's another Claudio Lugli. It's...
Bless you.
Shut up. It's unusual animal shirt. What do you think?
Well, that's definitely a much finer shirt, but you know, without referencing a previous podcast. Are you a vampire?
Charming. So, hey, I hope you enjoyed our fashion show and get to know a little bit more what makes us tick. Darren.
Yeah, I mean, as fashion goes, I mean, what is your opinion of the state of men's fashion at the moment? What do you think the inspiration is?
I think the biggest problem at the moment is men dressing themselves. Right? They have to dress themselves. They have to think for themselves. Years ago, we used to dress to bands. You know, guys, girls. We used to like New Romantics. We used to like ska music, house music. Even going into the 90s, Oasis and Blur, they had a certain style. Pulp had a certain style. But now we can't take much influence off bands. So we're left with kind of Primark and the dullness of Next and River Island. And they're just such dull places for men to shop. And I don't think men really give a shit, really. What about you? What do you think?
Well, no, I mean, it is like you see so much of the same stuff all the time. It's like, yeah, Primani t-shirt, jeans, yeah, pair of shoes or boots or something. Mate, you know, I go out to the club in flip-flops. I don't give a flying.
I know you do. You do go in flip-flops. I take a lot of care of my shoes and to coordinate. And I think that's the big difference between us is that you do coordinate things like that, but you don't give a fuck. Whereas I kind of do.
Right.
And you stand out, and then sometimes I stand out, but I've really made an effort, whereas you've sort of right at the last minute gone, right, I'm going to wear that kind of style.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that really works for some people. For some people, it doesn't.
It doesn't work for me. I've had some disasters, mate. You know, but then it all depends on what you would consider a disaster. I don't personally think that socks and sandals is a disaster.
Well, you can be the judge of that. Do us a favour, be really honest about the way we dress, because, you know, we'll try and defend ourselves. We know we can't, but we'll have a go back, all right? So if you think anything about how we dress, yeah, put your thoughts in the comments, definitely. One of the things I remember, I mean, I shouldn't say this, but I went to Butlins, right? And,
right,
mate, I got kids. Actually, I went to an alternative weekend. And Bob Geldof was on. And Bob Geldof come in this splendid snakeskin grey suit. He looked fantastic, right? And he looked at the audience, and it was all these punks, right? And all these punks looked exactly the same. They all had black T-shirts on with a band's name who they'd seen. It was like a uniform of conformity of boredom, like punk never happened. You know, these people were dressing to say they're punks, but punk was all about expression, about the start of a new generation.
Individuality, right?
Individuality, and they all just wore the same clothes. And I think this is what's happened today in society, is everyone's conforming. No one wants to look really different. They all want to look safe. And look at you.
Mate, you know, I'm sure, I mean, I've been married twice, and neither of the, you know, didn't work out, but I'm certainly, you know, that my clothes and everything else and my attitude towards fashion has never changed. It's always been the same, always, you know, not bowing down to conformity and wearing what I feel comfortable in, regardless of what anyone else's opinion is of it. But I do like to think I look good when I go out.
What about daytime? You know, hanging around the beach. That's just flip flops and don't give a shit, isn't it?
That's just flip flops and don't give a shit, mate.
Yeah.
The tank top comes in handy if I want to go in and out of shops and whatnot, because I mean that's one of the things of conformity. So yeah, so we talked about the blue suit with no shirt. Technically, you know, the rule is shirts must be worn at all times. The jacket, as long as I don't take the jacket off, the jacket's a shirt, man. There's no definition between t-shirt, shirt, vest. As long as you've got a t-shirt, as long as you've got a shirt on of some description, as long as I don't take the jacket off, I'm fine.
Yeah, and that is a striking look that you have. Yeah, I wonder, you know, if we'll change when, I mean, I'm older than you, but in the future, I wonder if I'll conform more and buy cheaper clothes in Primark and start shopping in Next. Or Marks and Spencers. Marks and Spencers, definitely.
I'm looking forward to always looking forward to a brand new adventure in fashion, and and yeah, I mean, as long as I can pull off the tank top and not giving a fuck, then you know I shall continue with that, and hopefully the one-legged jockey might, because I do pop in there from time to time. They might get another decent tank top in one time, so you know, it may have a little brother or something.
I guess to finish, I want to talk about Andy's Man's Club, and some of the accessories you wear. I know you're a very big fan of Andy's Club.
Yes.
Do you want to talk a little bit about that for us?
Well, Andy's Man Club, it's a therapy group for men, but it's not taken too seriously. We chat about day to day stuff. I mean, I've got the armband, I've got the hat, got the t-shirt. I don't. The armband is something that I wear on a regular basis, but the rest of it's not really. I'm quite honest to say, typical. But yeah, it is a worthwhile thing, and I would actively encourage any man to go along. Nothing's mandatory. You don't have to talk, but you'll find that everyone else will, and they're open, they're honest, and you know, maybe you can give some advice to somebody going through something similar that you've been through, and maybe there's somebody there that's been through the other side, and can give you some advice. And it's all done in a very sort of blokey sort of way. You know what I mean? We pass the football round, for goodness sake, and whoever's got the football gets to talk. You know, it's just one of those things.
So it's a really nice atmosphere.
Yeah,
for men who may be going through a little bit of a bad time.
Yeah.
And just like-minded people come, give a bit of support, have a little chat.
Support, friendship, brotherhood. That's what it's about.
Exactly. That sounds fantastic. Fantastic. To finish with, what I want to sort of talk about is accessories. Accessories. So, I mean, I always wear bands, and I always wear my St. Christopher. Well, my name is Christopher. You'd expect that. And a couple of necklaces. What about yourself?
Well, I had a necklace that was essentially a stainless steel dog choker that I paid money to have turned into a necklace. And last year I spent so much time in the sea, the thing went rusty and ruined about 3 t-shirts that I was wearing.
Oh, that was that style. I thought it was a new kind of grey, brown stain style you were coming across with.
a dirty brown stain around my neck. Yeah, that's a great look for anyone, you know, starting out in the fashion. I do wear. Occasionally, you might see me in an earring. Occasionally, you know, I've got some Viking bands. I mean, look, right. So I was doing a bit of painting and decorating, and I got some paint on my watch, and I thought, you know what, that looks pretty cool. So,
your digital watch,
my classic Casio.
Classic Casio. There you have it.
Classic Casio, and with the paint on it and everything else, I thought that's champion. And I have actually, someone actually asked me if I bought the strap separate.
I can see that.
I said no, mate. I just got some paint on it. You know, I am a brooch wearer as a man. I don't feel that there's any
me too.
issue with that. I've gone with dragons. Most I do. I know that you favour the feather, Chris.
Say again.
I've seen.
Oh, darling.
Favour the feather. Eh?
Feather.
Oh, more tea, Vicar.
Oh dear.
I've seen a few feathers upon your some of your creations.
Yeah, I've got a peacock feather, haven't I, that I wear with that white suit sometimes. It's just making that little bit of extra, isn't it? Just a little bit of extra.
A deal breaker, something to start the conversation about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
everyone loves dragons, and
everyone likes a feather.
No, I'm sure a lot of people favour the feather. Right, I'm sure they do. Right,
well, we're going to wrap it up there. This has been Chris and Darren. Next week, we're going to be talking tattoos. As you can see, I am a bear and Darren is fair.
Yeah.
So we'll be talking tattoos. I have opinion. Darren has a probably different opinion of mine. We're totally opposite looking people. It'll be an interesting conversation. We hope to see you there. Bye from Chris.
Bye from Darren.